custom home in Mandeville built by a prestigious custom home builder. Just wanted to walk over, do a quick tour of the attic and show some mechanicals, which you can expect on your multi-million-dollar build from a custom home builder. First, we're in a vented attic with all of our AC equipment up here. This is the most inhospitable environment in the house, and we install the most sensitive piece of equipment up here and wonder why we have condensation issues, moisture issues, and microbial growth issues. And then take that a step further. We have the cheapest bidder doing our mechanicals, which I can tell you from experience does not get properly designed. It's installed very poorly. It's never commissioned properly, and it's hardly ever maintained. So you can see we have all flexible ductwork up here. We have no rigid pipe, no metal. Once again, the cheapest bidder gets the job, and the job reflects it. All of my supply and return air plenums are fiberglass ductboard. This is a very cheap, not durable material. I can literally stick my finger through there. No critical thinking goes into the design aspect of how these units are installed in the house. They just kind of throw them in however they see fit. So you can see my attic access over here. This unit sits right on my platform where I should have some room to get up here and work or store some things for the homeowners. My return air goes through the ceiling, and they have about a 4-foot kicker kicking it over onto that platform. Now, I raised the question, why not leave that unit closer over here to leave this platform clear? Not only that, it gives me some catwalk to where I'm standing, so my service providers and my homeowner doesn't have to walk over rafters, wires, and potentially trip and fall through the ceiling, because we have all of this. So this is my catwalk that is completely blocked off from my attic access. Okay, so come up the attic ladder, and I have to walk across ceiling joists, wires, and all that to get to my catwalk. As you can see, we have flex ductwork kinked off. We have supply airs coming to pressure boxes with a spaghetti explosion coming off of them. So there's no trunk line, branches, or any of that. It's just a spaghetti explosion of flexible ductwork. Our bathroom ventilators. So in case you don't know, this is a bathroom vent. We have a duct coming off of it that gets ducted out of the soffit, which is a stupid, asinine place to terminate it, because when you're in the bathroom taking a hot, steamy shower, all that hot steam gets pumped out into the soffit and gets sucked right back up into the attic. So it's ineffective at best. Not only that, once again, this shows lack of critical thinking skills. These bathroom vents can be installed either way. So instead of installing this box facing the direction in which the duct's going to run, they install it the opposite. So now my ductwork has to take a 180-degree loop before it heads out to the soffit. So once again, just shows incompetency, lack of critical thinking. You know, like I said, how difficult is it to turn that box 180 degrees? Once again, we have all PEX line just kind of ran haphazardly throughout the attic. We do have 2 tankless water heaters, which I don't know why they like installing water heaters in attics. I think it's about the stupidest place to put them. They install on an exterior wall just as easily, probably more easily on the exterior wall. They're more accessible. They are open to the weather. However, you have the benefit of not having a potential leak in the attic. So the electrician did kind of run his wires fairly neatly. I do see all 20 gauge. No, that's actually, that's 14.2, I'm sorry, 14.2. Instead of running all 12.2 on 20 amp circuits. So once again, that's a corner cut in my opinion on a multi-million-dollar home. So once again, we have another bathroom vent that's ducted the opposite direction, and it runs just once again haphazardly across the attic. On this system, we have kinked off ductwork. So this duct is an R8 insulation, which is fairly thin, and then when you strap it, pull it tight, you collapse the insulation. These systems have 52 to 55 degree air running through them. That's a point where the surface will reach dew point, and it will start to condense and then drip water onto the insulation, the attic floor, and eventually through the ceiling. We have can lights penetrating my ceiling assembly, which is my primary air barrier, because we are in a vented attic. And I'm going to try to show you. So that's a big gigantic hole in my ceiling assembly. That's a perfect ingress of attic air, which is nasty. It's outside of my envelope. It's fiberglass insulation, roach feces, hot, humid, wet air getting sucked directly into the house through those sorts of holes. As you can see, my evaporator coil is kind of teetering on one stand. These cheap sheet metal stands. Once again, lack of critical thinking skills. The coil is serviced to the left. Why is the furnace not serviced to the left? All of our insulation is just tossed about. I mean, you can see it's pretty sloppy. I mean, once again, your insulation contractor's the cheapest bidder on these. We have can lights throughout this attic, probably 50 of them if I had to guess. AC contractor leaves garbage up in the attic for the homeowner to deal with. And once again, this is a multi-million-dollar custom build here. This is not a cheap production built house. However, the homeowners, I would imagine, typically think they're getting a prestigious custom home builder to build their home, that they're going to get a higher quality out of it. And in fact, it's not the truth. It's not the case at all. From a mechanical perspective, envelope perspective, air sealing perspective, a building science perspective, these multi-million-dollar homes are, in fact, the same quality as a production built house, if not worse. I've seen them actually worse. We have a vented attic. As I mentioned, we have a radiant barrier roof deck with some turbine vents. So this attic will run fairly cool temperatures, which will cause lower surface temperatures on all the ductwork, which will cause condensation, which will be exacerbated from those cooler temperatures. So this multi-million-dollar home will have condensation issues fairly quickly. The first summer, all of this ductwork will have condensation on it. It will have microbial growth within the first year of operation.